Oh wow, it is the golden hour here in El Paso, Texas, and yeah, let's go for a walk. This is my favorite time where I like to go for my evening walk. Won't you join me? There it is, the local track, I guess. This is where I like to come to get my evening walk. It's really cool. I like it. This is the golden hour. On that note, welcome to I Stutter. This is the first episode of the channel. We're pretty much gonna shoot the videos for this channel in this format. It's gonna be me walking here or me somewhere else at different locations where that we are gonna talk about stuttering, stammering, speech impediments, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, welcome to my channel. So this channel is for those who have a speech impediment, whether it's stammering, stuttering, whatever you want to call it. This channel is for you. Those of you who may have friends who have speech impediments and you're curious about it, you want to find out more about it, this is the channel for you. Let's say that you're interested in becoming a speech therapist, or you're just interested in this kind of impediment and whatnot. That's not the word I wanted to use. This kind of affliction, I guess. You know, like you wanna go into it. You wanna learn more about it. Well, this is the channel for you. So this is, and if you're just curious, or I don't know, maybe you've heard of such an impediment, but you don't know anybody with it and you don't have it, or something like that. Feel free to sit in and learn a thing or two about it. This could be a channel for you too. Somebody's lights just came on. So the next thing that I want to address is I am not a speech therapist. Okay, I didn't go to college and learn about speech impediments and majored in speech therapy, and have been giving people lessons on how to manage their speech issues. No, I am not one. I just want to make this clear. I have no training as a speech therapist. However, what I will say is that I have 45 years of experience as a person who's living with a stutter. So I don't bring college experience to you. I'm sorry if that's why you clicked to see what a professional has to say. Sorry, I'm not it. However, what I do have to say and share here is based off of 45 years of living with a speech impediment. And the thing about that is this: I did not conquer my speech, because you know how sometimes, people with a speech impediment, they would conquer it, right? Like, for example, maybe they had it as a young child, and then they they grew out of it or went to speech therapy, and through it they've completely gotten rid of it. I'm not it. Not only I have 45 years of experience of living with a speech impediment, I haven't conquered mine. Don't let this periodic fluency fool you. Okay, I am not a fluent person. So I think with me having 45 years worth of experience of being out there and living in the world and making a living for myself with this problem, I think I've earned the right to say a thing or two about it. So I wanted to make that clear. Next point. Oh, this feels so good, but I kind of feel down because, so I guess everybody's going home. So they also use this field to play soccer games, and I'm pretty sure that they had one today. So maybe maybe those are the people who are leaving for the night. And of course they also use it too for various kind of events and stuff. But man, Sunday nights are really weird. These days Sunday nights to me are like downers because I'm trying to retire from my current career, and I kind of don't want to go to work because I'm like almost there. It's like I really don't care anymore. But anyway, so we're going down the stretch here as the sun completely sets in the background, which brings me to my last point. Why I've started this channel. This is not the only channel that covers this issue on YouTube. I'm well aware of that. But as I scroll through the other channels, it's either that they're very documentarish. I'm not sure if that's a word, but it's documentaries about speech impediments, or maybe there's maybe like me, that the YouTuber stutters and they decided to start their own YouTube channel. But they would start it, but then there's not a whole lot of consistency, or they would stop all of a sudden. There's a couple of YouTubers that I started to follow because I like their channel, because I can relate, because I have the same problem, but a lot of them, they stop posting and they're not consistent. So I couldn't find a channel that talked about certain things I had questions about, certain things I wanted to relate to. So that's why I was like, you know what? Let me start a channel about that. So that's the reason why that I've chose to well, that's the first reason, because there's two reasons. So that's the first reason, to create a channel that is going to put consistent information about stuttering, so I should be putting out content up just about every week. And so where that you guys get to hear it from a person who actually stutters, and also not someone who's young, because I'm 45 years old right now. So not from somebody who's just starting life as a stutterer. You're gonna get my stories, my experiences, what I've learned, so that you get it firsthand from somebody who's actually out there in the world trying to function, or who has been functioning rather, with a speech impediment. The second reason is this. So I remember when I was in my teens, because when I was in my teens, that's when my speech impediment was really getting bad, right? Where when I was in the 11th grade, the 11th grade, made it through that in the 12th grade. And I knew after the 12th grade, that's the time where, kids will start to move away, start college or whatever they're gonna start with their lives. And I was worried. I was concerned because how am I supposed to go out there and make a mark for myself and take care of myself and work and progress if I cannot even introduce myself properly to one person or to two people, or I can't make a phone call and place an order? You know, like, how am I supposed to go do that? And throughout my lifetime, it just so happens that I kind of learned a lot of things by accident that I wish somebody told me when I was in the 10th grade, the 11th grade, the 12th grade, as I was getting ready to go into the world. Whew, the sun is really going down. So as I was saying, so back then, we're talking about 1997. That's the year that I graduated from high school, 1997. Yeah, so now we're talking about there was no internet, there was no social media. So, and back then, there was no way I could afford to go to speech therapy. So I was a little bit concerned. And I wish that somebody could have told me all the things I learned during my 45 years of existence back then, so that I wouldn't have to freak out. So, which brings me to the second reason why I chose to start this channel, is that so I can share with you what I've learned in 45 years of living with a speech impediment. So that if you're me right now, you're 17, 18, 16, 15, and you're really stressed out about it, and no one is talking to you about your issue, you don't know how it's going to be, and there's no one for you to talk to and to open up to about your concerns about it. So that since we have the internet now, okay, we have ways to talk to each other all around the world, so that you don't have to go into the abyss like I did way back when in 1998, in 1997, and just get lucky and learn a few things and make a few moves and just luckily make it through. So you will at least be aware of some of my experiences, and you can maybe get hope from them and learn a thing or two to be able to navigate through your life, so that despite the fact that you have an impediment, with your speech, so that you can still make something of yourself. So as the sun is completely gone, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and change and actually run a couple of laps here. I think this is going to complete the first episode of the YouTube channel I Stutter, my channel. Welcome. And we are going to talk about a whole lot of stuff, things that I haven't heard anybody speak of in the other platforms that talk about speech. We're going to talk all about this stuff. I'm excited to share everything I've learned, because what's the point of me going ahead of you and gaining all of this knowledge about speech and how to go about the world with it, and I die with it? It makes no sense, right? And one of the things that I believe is that the previous generation's job, one of them at least, is to make sure that when you go through your life, at some point you gotta stop and let the next generation that's coming right behind you stop, turn around, and tell them where the potholes are in life, so that they can make less mistake than you, and thus going past you. And this is what I want to do in this YouTube channel. So go ahead, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later.